Hey, I kind of just wanted to get on here and rant because I don't know. It seems like, well, today we're going to be low key getting into just like spirituality and stuff of that nature because I don't know, that's very important to me. I was getting my nails done today, which, girl, that's a whole story in itself. But okay, if you see me looking off, there's kids playing around me. There's my brothers around me. Like, people are around me. People are around me because I'm deciding to do this. Kind of when the light's still out because I kind of want to get lighting. But anyways, look at my nails. Like, aren't they so cute? Simple, but it still screams summer. And my nail tech is the sweetest today. First of all, I was getting my nails done for 4 hours. It took 4 hours. And then I bled on her pink chair. Like, I'm just the luckiest person ever, I guess. I don't know. But, we were talking about, like, the ocean and about space and things of that nature. And I was asking her if she believed in aliens. And she said, yeah, she does. And I do too. And I feel like if you don't, like, why? Like, are you dumb? Like, I feel like this is very closed-minded not to believe in aliens. Like, why not? Why do you think the universe is this big and we're the only people, or the only species in the universe? Like, what sense does that make? Be for real. What sense does that make? There's so many other I'm really up in this right now. There's so many other universes and galaxies. And for you to think that we're the only ones, be for real. Please, with me, with yourself, I need you to think big. I need you to think big because that makes no sense. Also, the fact that we know more about space than we do the ocean. Like, it just blows me how we want to go to other planets. And, like, why do you want to colonize another planet? You don't even know everything about this one. And this one is not even nice to live on. Like you're destroying it. So why do you want to go destroy another planet? Stop being greedy. That's so selfish. That's so greedy. And to me, it's money hungry. You have no reason to go mess with another planet other than the fact that, oh, it's cool. Oh, you know, other stuff that we don't know about. We could do research. We're not done doing research on this planet. Honestly, we probably don't need to. We probably just need to leave stuff alone. But like I was saying, there's so much in the ocean that we don't know about. Like, the other day, I was talking to one of my best friends, and she was just like, Des, when you die, what do you want to come back as? And because I believe, I believe there's a past life. I believe there's an afterlife or whatever. Just what I believe. I also believe that you can come back as something. That may be like, you may be like, okay, how can you believe in all of those things? Girl, I just do. Like, I just do. Because I believe there is a heaven, but I believe that hell is on earth. Like, I believe that hell is earth. Because if you think about it in the Bible, Satan got kicked out of heaven and placed on earth. So this is hell. I don't know. For me, you just gotta think big. But anyway, I digress. She said, what do you want to come back as? And I said a siren. Because I also believe in mermaids. I don't care. I'm that friend that's just like, I would say crazy stuff, and either we vibe and you click with me, or we don't vibe and you think I'm crazy and I think you're closed-minded. Because, girl, you can't tell me there's not mermaids. You can't tell me there's not sirens. Since the dawn of time, there has been, and I was talking with my nail tech, since the dawn of time, there has been documents and proof and people who write about sirens. And my nail tech brought up a very good point. People knew about sirens before they even knew how to brush your teeth, before they even knew how to shower, before they even knew how to grow their own food. Like, before any of that, people were aware of sirens. And I know this sounds like harsh, or like this may sound like dang, but like, I want to come back as a siren in my next life. They're mythical creatures. Like, they're a mermaid. They literally lure man to their death with their voice and beauty. Why wouldn't, what other thing would I want to be? Okay, yeah, that's nice, come back as a butterfly. Okay, yeah, that's nice, come back as a bird. Okay, yeah, that's nice, come back as a tree. Baby, don't look for me in no butterflies. Don't look for me in no bird. Don't look at the fish and be like, that's Des. No. Look at a mermaid, look at a siren, and be like, that's Des. And you can tell me I sound whatever, but I stand 10 toes down on what I said. Look for me in the ocean. Honestly. And it's so crazy, like, how many things we don't know, and how many things we'll never know, and how many things we're not meant to know. I just blew your mind. I just blew your mind. But think about it. It's so crazy to think about how many things there are, and like creatures, and we'll never know. And it's just like, if we don't know, then we're obviously not meant to know. But it's just like crazy how many things are just like, we're like, oh, imagine this. Girl, how do you know it's not real? How do you know that was never a thing? That could have been a thing, but it was wiped out. That could have been a thing, or it still is a thing, but only the military knows. Only the government knows of it. Like, you have to think big when you're chilling with me, because I will go deep and ask you these questions. And I believe in the weird stuff. I believe in spirits and bad karma and good karma and I don't watch scary movies, because I believe, especially not scary movies linked to any ghosts or like any type of that, because I believe that negative spirit could be carried into the household and just mess up the vibe. And you can't say, oh, that's just you being blah, blah, blah. Okay, say that. But guess who finna have a clean household? Guess who household is finna be sage? I'm not bringing no negative energy. If I'm saging and you walk into my house saying, oh, that smell gives you a headache, you're not meant to be around me. You're not meant to be in my house. And it's funny because my nail tech also was just like, she got into 2 car wrecks when she was younger. And she only got into a car wreck when the boy she was dating at the time was in the car with her. And I'm just like, that's crazy how things happen. How things literally, how the universe literally warns you. It's crazy. The universe, God, whatever. It's just crazy how things are in place to warn us, and it's based on us to listen or just to like ignore and do what we want to do. I read something and it said your gut feeling is your guardian angels. And that kind of made me think, because in a way I see that, and in a way I agree. Your gut feeling is just your guardian angels, or your gut feeling is just a piece of you in your past life saying, we've been through this before. This has happened before. I don't know, like, or we've been in a similar situation. Maybe we should take a different route or listen this time. Just the way the mind works, the brain works, is so crazy. The way the brain works, the way your spirit works, or your soul, or whatever. It's just so wild that you could get dreams of things that's about to happen, or you pray and God or the universe sends you like a sign in your dream, or like what's it called, deja vu. That is so, I'll get deja vu sometimes. I'll be like, what the heck, like, what is happening? It's just so, it's so wild how that happens. I don't know. I'm really just in touch and want to know about everything dealing with connections and stuff. Like, I believe, sorry, my nail's dirty. I believe the people you meet were the people you were always meant to meet. Like, I believe nothing is coincidental to me, or like out the blue. And I may say that, I may be like, oh, that just happened out the blue, or that happened out of nowhere. But like, everything happens for a reason. As messed up as that sounds, and as many situations where terrible things have happened to people and happened to families, and they may be like, I don't believe that, because what was the reason that this happened to this person, or this happened to this person? I'm no better than this person, and you know, that circumstance. And while that is, like, you're right, and confusing and hard to understand, I don't know, I can't help but to just think everything happens for a reason. Like when I was younger, I got into a car accident, and me and my mom was really badly hurt. And at the time, I'm only 5 years old, and I'm just like, why did this happen? Like, why did I get hurt? Why did we get hurt so badly? Now looking back at it, it's so, oh, you could be more careful. Oh, you could be more cautious. Oh, you can, because the reason we got hurt was because she had fell asleep while driving. So that taught me, listen to your body and know your limit. And that horrible situation, near death situation, saved me from things happening in the future. And it's just wild how that works. It's wild how that works. I grew up Jehovah's Witness, or grew up learning or practicing Jehovah's Witness. My dad was Jehovah's Witness. My mother was a Catholic, or grew up Catholic. She didn't practice it, but she grew up Catholic. And, you know, I've never, people, or, you know, the Black community was just like, some things that we relate to or have in common as a whole is church services or going to church. Well, I've never been to church, like a church service, like maybe once, but I don't even know if I like to consider that a real church service. The other like 2 times was for funerals. Like, we went to the Kingdom Hall, which was a total opposite of a church. There's no choir. There's no like pastor. I mean, there's a man up there speaking, and I guess, but it also changes some days. It's not the same man that's up there that speaks. Women can't be up there. They're not allowed to be up there. And I remember I asked my dad about that one time. I said, why can't a woman be up there? Why have I never seen a woman up there speaking? And he was just like, well, God is a man. A woman can't do that. God is a man. So a man has to lead. I remember thinking, okay. All right. But a Kingdom Hall is quiet. They come around, or at least the ones I grew up going to, they have people who stand on the side with microphones. And if somebody has a question or if somebody has advice, they can raise their hand and borrow a microphone to speak up in it, and everybody in the congregation can hear them. And it's just so, like, crazy. It's crazy. When I found out how other religions practice, like how other religious houses are, I guess that's what they're called, I was just like, it was totally wild for me. It was totally crazy, because I was like, no way, like, no way there's singing and there's drums and there's yelling and there's dancing in the aisles. That was a whole, like, huh? Like, what do you mean? I go to where everybody's dressed nicely. Everybody is sitting. Everybody is... You have a question? You show up for a microphone? Yes, I have a question about scripture, John 1:3. Like, that's how it would be. That's how it would be for us. So it was never like, I don't know, it was really crazy growing up, realizing what's the different religions. And I have religious trauma. There has been like times where my parents would get into an argument because my mom bought us Christmas presents, but we're not supposed to be celebrating Christmas, or Halloween. I don't like Halloween, period. I've never liked Halloween. Never liked anything scary. I just don't find that cool or appealing in any type of way. You're telling me there's like blood, like you're faking death and murdering people? Like, that's not cool to me. But that's whatever. That's just me. But like, Halloween is a satanic holiday, is what I would hear growing up, and you're not supposed to celebrate it. But my mom would take us to like go trick-or-treating, kind of, and it was always like, we're keeping it from him. Like, he's not going to know we were doing this. And that's how I grew up, always living in fear, asking myself, which one is the right religion? Like I know I'm not supposed to be doing this, but it's going to make my mom happy for us to do this, for us to experience this. This is what this is what other people's childhoods look like. But at the same time, I go home and my dad scolds us for it. And it's very confusing, and it's very crazy for a young child to feel guilty or feel anxious because they feel like this is not what we're supposed to be doing, but this is what makes mom happy, but I know it's not going to make dad happy. But what is the right one? But does God like this? Because it looks like to me, mom says that God doesn't mind, but dad's saying that he hates this, that this is a sin. It's such a mind game. Like, whew, I don't even. Like, I grew up having Bible studies and my dad being mad and saying, I'm doing this all by myself. You knew the person that you decided to get married to and decided to have kids with was not the same religion as you. But you still decided to do it. Did you think she was going to change what she grew up believing for you? Because you wouldn't change what you grew up believing for her. And y'all shouldn't have to change. You decided to have kids knowing my wife has a different belief than me, and I'm just going to have to deal with that. But instead of saying, I'm just going to have to deal with that, you try to force her. You try to project that belief onto her. And when she says, I don't want that, then I'm the parent. I'm doing it all by myself. She doesn't want to be involved. She's not like us. It's very crazy. It's just wild. Sorry. It's just wild. I don't know. I grew up hearing so much about Armageddon. Is wild. And thinking about it, whoo, it makes me anxious. I hate, I grew up hearing when it happens. And it's so crazy because when I was old enough to have friends and ask questions to my friends about this, it was so crazy how they explained it. Because I remember talking with my friend on the bus, and I was telling her, yeah, Armageddon, this is how I grew up. This is what's going to happen. The sky is going to turn red. The whole world will be able to see it at the same time. And Jesus will come back and blow a trumpet, and you'll see Jesus and his followers behind him on horses, and there's fire raining from the sky because Jesus will be killing all the bad people. But for the Jehovah's Witnesses, will be cool. They'll just be like a golden path for us to walk on. And then after Armageddon is done, then we can live on earth forever, peaceful. There's no more danger. Nobody's getting old. Everybody can understand each other's languages. You'll be able to play with tigers and lions. And the person that speaks Arabic and Spanish, you'll be able to understand fluently. You'll be able to also speak it back. You won't grow old. You won't die. The people who did die, Jehovah's Witnesses, they'll come back. they'll get resurrected and they'll come back and you'll be able to live with them on earth forever and you don't have to worry about anything. That's what I grew up hearing. My shoulder pops. That's what I grew up. That's what I was taught growing up. So that compared to my friend telling me, what? Oh, well, my mommy told me that when it happens, it's not even called Armageddon. I'm sorry, I forgot what it's called, but my mommy told me that when it happens, all the good people will rise and go up to heaven, and all the bad people will stay on earth and fight, and there'll be hell on earth. Hearing that, I was like, what? And still hearing it, still learning other versions of it, I'm like, wow, like, this is crazy. This is crazy. Like we're all growing up and there's different religions and everybody believes that their religion is the right one. And if you don't believe in the religion that I believe in, then you're wrong. You're wrong, you're satanic, and you're worshiping the devil, and you're not going to be saved. That is so... is that not scary to people? And I understand that people find comfort in God, and they find, people be saved from digging into the religion. And that's not what I'm talking about. That's a whole different thing. It's when people are just like, oh, my religion is the only one that's right, and I'm going to convince you that my religion is the one that's right. But I'm not forcing you. I don't want to tell you that your religion is wrong, because that's a sin, and who am I? Love thy neighbor. But I'm letting you know that's not the way that I was taught, and your way is wrong and mine's is right. And I need you to convert it to my way. No. What about that makes sense just a little bit? I have family members like that. Family members that will go up to my little siblings that their only thought is freaking peanut butter and jelly sandwiches and the new Barbie movie coming out. And they'll go up to them and be like, are you saved? Knowing how we grew up, knowing that our mother is one religion and our dad is another religion, and we were taught two different things at the same time. They'll knowingly know that and go up to them and be like, are you saved? When you die, where are you going? Heaven or hell? What? Why are you asking a sixth grader that? Why are you asking that question to a sixth grader? Dude, I don't know. I just know I like the macaroni and cheese that my mom made. That is such a bizarre, and if I don't give you the answer that you want, if I say, I don't know, you flip it on me and be like, you don't know if you're saved? You don't know where you want to go? No! Can I please go back to playing my Legos? Can I please go back and build my Lego blocks now? Totally bonkers. Bonkers to me. I just don't understand. I don't understand. In my humble opinion, it's my opinion, I believe religion was made to divide us. Religion was made to divide us, And like, because Christianity was taught to the natives by white people, or by the colonizers, because the colonizers didn't believe that the natives were civilized people. They were like, you're savages, y'all don't know anything. I'm gonna teach you the right way that you're supposed to be, no, don't forget all those spirits and stuff that y'all think is real. That's wrong. Listen to what, like, that is just so crazy. And then they took slaves and taught them English and stuff like that, and then taught them the white version, or what they wanted them to know about the Bible. And in my opinion, this is all my opinion. If you don't agree, then you don't have to. But in my opinion, the Bible is very whitewashed. Very whitewashed. And that's my opinion. I'm going to say it. There are books, like pieces of the Bible, literally books of the Bible, missing, that that we've never read, or big stories that were taken out. Why were they taken out? Why did they get taken out? Why don't we know about these? Why don't we read about these? It kills me. It kills me. It kills me. It kills me that we don't know. Why aren't we supposed to know about these stories? Who read it and said, no, that's too much for them. They're not supposed to know that. That's telling too much. Get rid of it. Who did that? Who made that decision? Who made that decision? And who gave that person that right to make that decision? Like, I don't understand. I'm gonna eat this Reese's like it's a freaking Go-Gurt, and I don't even care. Who made that decision? Why do you think you're right? Why do you think you're special than everyone else? That's what I want to know. But, yeah, I don't know. It's just my head. I'm always asking questions. And I will bring up the same topic over and over again to hear new opinions and new answers. All the time. Because if you think about it, there's also multiple answers to one question. But that's it for right now. Like, that's all. Like, we didn't just cover the freaking, I don't know. I felt like I just asked the why are we here question. Like, I feel like it was that type of conversation. But that's all that we're going to cover right now. That's all that this video consists of. Will I bring this topic up again? Yeah. Yeah, I will. And I know it. But I have to go pick up my siblings. So, I'll talk to you guys later. Bye!